Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh on Sunday the 11th of July with FLOSSTUBE number 83. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Welcome to everyone. It's a very rainy day. I've got to start with the weather report. Yesterday was actually a really lovely day, but today it's raining. I don't mind though because I need to keep my new lawn watered. Yes, I received my new lawn finally. My grass went down someday during the week. It's hard to know when you leave kind of in the dark and get home in the dark, being the middle of winter. But as I pulled in Tuesday night I think, pulled in with the car, the lights went across the lawn and I had grass, and very excited. Less excited about the fact that a neighbour chased his dog across it on Wednesday, given I've got to keep off it for 2 weeks and I might now have permanent footprints because it's quite wet and soggy. It'll be fine. It's better to have grass down with a few footprints in it than no grass at all, right? And life's too short to worry about that kind of shit. So yeah, really excited. I've got to keep it watered for the next couple of weeks. In theory, daily-ish, although he said because of the weather at the moment, I probably won't even need to water it at all. So if we don't have rain for 2 days, I need to go out there and give it a bit of a sprinkle, but it is plenty wet enough. Now I've got to let it grow for a couple of weeks, then give it a bit of a mow, and it's all so exciting. Finally got grass, and my section no longer looks like the worst section in the street. So I'm very excited. What else has been going on? Big week at work. The project that I'm on, we got to like an ultimate critical, what the F are we gonna do if we can't get this thing working? And at 11 o'clock, we were on it was 5 of us on a group team call, and I was basically I've got a developer working remotely, a database administrator, a data architect, systems administrator, all these people, like we just needed everyone on to, as we kind of go, try this, save this, do this, because we're basically making changes in a pre-production environment that was broken because of reasons. And usually those environments are under quite strict change control, but unfortunately looks like a predecessor didn't follow that. So anyway, suddenly they did a few things, and then stuff started working, and I was able to end the day with the environment back up and running. So now we're at the starting blocks. We needed to actually be halfway through the marathon by now, but we were struggling to get it going. So still a lot of work to do, but I nearly cried. I was so relieved because our backup plan was not a good one. Anyway, had friends for dinner last night, which was really nice. Roy and Andrew came around. I made an Indian spiced meatloaf accompanied by a spiced potato cake. We had vegetable crudité to start, so I didn't need to serve any veggies. And then Andrea brought a sticky date pudding and caramel sauce and ice cream. So let's just say I took a antacid before I went to bed because we ate so much food. Fingers crossed for Dad that he's going to be able to fly to Australia next week. 6 days to go. At the moment, quarantine-free travel back is not open with Queensland. Hopefully that'll be resumed this week. I'm not sure. He has got a flexi ticket, so we can change it, but just not sure what's going to happen. We'll play it by ear. He can fly in if there are flights going, which there are at the moment, and he can apply for a green flight back at the moment. If he was there now and wanted to come home, he could apply for a green flight, which you've got to tick a whole lot of boxes, be a New Zealand citizen, have a pre-departure COVID test, and pay some extra money. He doesn't really want to pay extra money, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, bloody COVID, it's a freaking nuisance, isn't it? that's pretty much all the life stuff. Grass down, work's busy. I'll get onto some stitching stuff. I'm going to show you a few whips, and I'll start with the whips. Then I'll show you some new acquisitions that I got in, clubs and some PDFs I purchased. I had to do some stress buying. And then at the end I do have some happy mail to share, and it's quite a lot. But I just want to share some of these beautiful things that I got in the mail this week, which couldn't have come at a better time because I was really struggling this week, and it was just like so nice. But anyway, let's start with some whips. I don't have any finishes. What? No finishes? No finishes. I mean, I finished for now, I guess, but and I haven't ironed everything. You don't get ironing 2 weeks in a row because life's just too short. I haven't got the updated picture. So I picked up my Modern Folk Embroidery Fruit of Plenty SAL, 2021 SAL. I think I mentioned that was going to be next to pick up, which I'm stitching on 40 count Toitoi linen from Country Stitch, and I started this on the 2nd of January because the chart, we're a day ahead, so when it came out, that was the 2nd here. And I finished June, so I've still got July's to do, but I did June. There's so much stitching in that CC. So this side here, and with both April and June, because they're symmetrical, I just finished those two off. So I'll have a week off, but then I'll pick up July. But it's looking pretty good. So stitching in DMC 1/2. And I'm very happy with it. So there's so much stitching in this part here. It's very intense. I've seen a few people that have just done the reverse. They're just still doing the 2 colour, but possibly sensible. There's certainly a lot less stitching the flowers than there is stitching the background. But that was pretty much most of what I stitched on this week. So that's the majority whip. And then I also grabbed my Peppermint Purple 2021 SAL, and I have caught up the 4 weeks that I had to stitch, and I can't find it. Here it is. So basically we got these two and these two here. So we've got a bit of yellow and got a gold coming in, which is nice. And I loved stitching this one. It's so pretty. It's quite, full compared to a couple of the others. But I like how you get some that are, nice and open. And then you get some that are really densely, it's a nice contrast. So that didn't take me very long. Yesterday morning, just whipped that up. Oh, I keep getting light bouncing off of the rain on the patio, so I'm a bit squinty because it's bright. It's raining, but there's also fluffy clouds and sun, so it's weird. But trust me, it's raining. And then I finally had, a little while ago, I picked up a tablet on sale. And got Pattern Keeper and played around with it. So I finally got around to putting sunset and sunrise in because, definitely it's more suited. It's very suited to full coverage, right? And I then picked up this morning, yesterday afternoon, after I got all the dinner ready, done all the vacuum, and I was just waiting for my friends to arrive, I thought, let's just sit here and I'll update Pattern Keeper with my progress. So I was about 25, 30 I think sunset I was about 25%, turns out, and this was about 33%. So I went through and updated where I was against my paper charts, all good to go. So this morning when I got up I thought, oh, let's do a little bit of stitching. So my first time actually using Pen and Keeper. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? So I picked up Sunrise, which I'm stitching on. So that's from Carolyn Designs, which I'm stitching on 20 count Aida from Tom and Lily, so the colour Soleil. And I have just been doing little bits and pieces all around, so that's where I got to, just having a little bit of fun with it. So I'm working my way through here with this yellow, and I'll just finish off that yellow through here. So I'm not doing total colour completion, but as I work around I'll just keep, you know, pulling the colour through. So when I put this into Pen and Keeper last night, it was about just over 33% complete, and as I film this it is now 37.8% complete. So that was quite a shabby couple of hours this morning while I'm watching season 3 of Virgin River, which is, you know, a little bit schmaltzy for me, but you gotta have some frivolity in your life. Right, I'm gonna do a little cut here and I'm gonna show you some PDFs that I bought. Okay, you know how I was on a spending freeze? Well, I don't know. I need to just do some stress shopping, and buying a few PDFs is kind of like, well, first of all, instant gratification, right? So you instant gratification, they arrive, most cases they arrive immediately. Sometimes there are some delays if occasionally PayPal holds back payment to check things are valid or whatever. But instant gratification, I can do it from the comfort of my bed with my phone because it's saved my credit card details, or my card details I should say, in PayPal, Apple Pay, all the things. So like, chong, done. And then last week there was some July 4th sales, I think, on Etsy. So a couple of things that I followed had either, well, some of them, so a few of these were 50% off for a couple of days, and that was with one of the Etsy shops. And then Tempting Tangles Designs had a bit of a discount on something, I don't know. They had a code on their website, or actually if you went to their website, you could check now, I don't know if it's still there, but you went to their website, it popped up saying use this code to get 10% off or something. So there were a couple of designs I wanted to get there, and then I needed some fonts for a couple of projects, and then anyway, so I'm going to show you what I bought. First of all, I wanted to get some fonts for a couple of projects, and I found a bundle, and it was on sale. I think it was discounted. A bundle on Etsy of 10 kind of tiny, small fonts from Happy Sloth Patterns, Etsy.com. So I'm going to show you so it's down here. They have some neat charts as well, but I just had, and they've got she has a website too, so you don't necessarily have to go through Etsy, I don't think, but I had found these on Etsy before I found the thing. So yeah, happyslothpatterns.etsy.com. So full alphabet, and they're really, really cute. So I'll quickly flash them up. So we've got a tiny, what's it called? A tiny serif alphabet. Tiny Sans cross-stitch alphabet. Tiny Sans alphabet. So no serif. Tiny Deco alphabet. Stylish Sans. Tall and Skinny. small handwritten. I like this one. Small and fancy. Santa's Christmas. Cursive. And curly. So that's just a group of fonts. So I did print them off so I can kind of condense them a little bit, because the way that they're charted, they're kind of very gappy and it's like takes up a lot of space. So I'm probably gonna like cut them out and shove them together a little bit so they'll fit on sort of one page, and of course I'll have them electronically as well, and I just printed them 2 to a page because it's, you know, I don't need massive. That's just kind of handy to have in my stash, right? So I got those, and then the antique stitch. And she has a lot of conversion. Oh, I don't even know if it's a she. That's terrible. They do a lot of conversions of antique charts or old patterns and crochet patterns and things into cross stitch. So I haven't printed all the charts off. So I did print one. And this is sort of where I might use some of the beautiful floss I've got to show you soon. So it's quite a big thing. And again, will I put it into Pattern Keeper? I don't know, because I kind of want to colour all over it and add colour and stuff to it. But it's this one here. So the Antique Sampler 23. So it's antique cross stitch from Anastasia Alex. And on Etsy, they're etsy.com/shop/@antique stitch. So I'm doing a bit of a peacock thing at the moment, and and pomegranates. What? So I probably will convert this to like a three or 4 colour jobby. When I say, yeah, I don't know. When am I even going to do this? But it was half price, so like, why wouldn't you get it? So I got that one. And then I also got this trio. I've just printed the cover for this. 3 Celtic dragons, which I kind of feel like I need to embrace my Celtic heritage a little bit. Because, you know, I'm a McDonald after all. And I have this freckly skin and reddish hair. I was born a ginge, so anyway, I think they're really neat. And I love the knot work in the borders. But yeah, just going to put them in my stash. And then I printed this one. I've seen this ages ago, and it looks a little bit like it's Delftware, but it is very medievally kind of English garden-y, and it's called the Peacock Garden. So I had a look at it, and then I downloaded the PDF, and it's 100 and something pages, because this thing is 473 by 781. It's like double the size, more than double the size of Deathbrow cross stitch. That's pretty big. Will I stitch it? I don't know. I kind of want to one day, but I don't know. It's massive. You'd want to stitch it on something really high count, but then that's a lot of stitching. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I own it. It's 110 pages. Probably break Pattern Keeper, although the pays go in there, right? So anyway, I bought that. It was half price. Okay, and then as I said, Tempting Tangles had a discount. And again, I've got some beautiful flosses that I'm going to show you soon, which I think might look fantastic on the, oh look, peacocks, panoply of peacocks, which I'd had my eye on for a long time. You know, a nice medium-sized chart of 257 by 353. But this would be a good one even to use silks or the beautiful flosses that I've got from Tom and Lily. Depends how many skeins I need. But the thing is, you don't have to do it. I don't have to do it I don't have to do it in the 8 colours they suggest, and they don't say you need more than one skein. I don't know. I really like it. It's pretty random and freaky, so I bought it. Then, since we're doing a panoply, I grabbed this one, the posies. Is it posies? Yeah, panoply of posies. I think that's beautiful. I love the soft muted colours. I'm all over the show. I just love everything colourful. I love mono. I love muted colours. I love things that are bold. I just like colour and stuff. I have a bright orange couch for freak's sake. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So this will be a beautiful one to use silks on. It does call for, on 32 count, it calls for 2 skeins, 3 skeins and 2. So you need like one colour, the red needs 3 skeins on 32 count with 2 strands. You that's Dinky Dyes. Dinky Dyes or DMC, but I don't know. I'm a pretty frugal stitcher. I reckon I can make it work. I reckon I can make one stretch. I did it on like 30, 40 count or something. Anyway, I think that's beautiful. And then I thought, well, you know, why buy 2 when you can buy 3? Again, that had a sale. This one I had, I think that's really cute. And that's a really nice chart that you could use any random silks and things that you have in your stash, because it doesn't matter if all the Quakers aren't the same colour. It doesn't matter if the houses aren't the same colour. Yeah, so the long way home. Let's take the long way home over the river and through the wood. I think it's really lovely. Very exciting. And then I don't know. I bought this one and it wasn't on sale and I just felt like buying it. And the Peacock Keeper, because you know peacocks, and again I've got such lovely flosses and things, so easy to sub out. You know, I would probably make it less pink and purple and make it purple and blue or something, but so I've got 973 peacocks now in my stash. Anyway, okay, so that's this charts. Now I need to sort out the flosses to show you, so I'll be right back. Okay, so finally my June collection from Tom and Lily came through. I should say Tom et Lily, as in French for and. TomEtLilyCreations.com came in, and I already knew what they were gonna look like because it's been a long time and they've been shared and stuff. But how really beautiful. So quote of the month, she just includes some little bits and pieces with the pack. Quote of the month, colour is power which directly influences the soul. Wassily Kandinsky. So get a little card. She always includes a couple of little charts. There's always a biscornu that you can, just a biscornu with instructions both en français, in French, and in English. Excuse me. And just a little, I guess, I've gone blank, monthly sort of themed chart. Just some simple little charts that she includes. We always get a freebie something, and this time it is some pure linen thread from Leicester. I think that's the name of the company. Maybe I should read the book. No, yeah, so we just got this, linen thread, which I haven't actually stitched with linen thread, but we'll find something to do with that one day. You get a little letter about how she picked the theme, how Melanie picked the theme this month, which I'm not going to read. But here is the June collection in its entirety, and then I'll show you them one by one, and I will butcher the French because that's how I roll. And a couple of them, I'm not quite sure why some come on cards and some come anyway. Here are the flosses for June. What? Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh. So yeah, the theme is the ocean. So I'll show you what we got. So here's one called Ocean, which has, I think you can see, beautiful turquoise and an sagey green. Atoll, which she says she created especially for us, which goes, she describes as from turquoise to lagoon to royal blue. Siren, which has again turquoise through to violet. Caribbean. It's very lovely. Lazuli. Stunning. Pacific. Celeste. More of a kind of lavendery, dusky purple. Amethyst, which is just beautiful. And then we've got Verite or Truth, which this is very dark purpley navy, and it's quite lovely. And Fluidity, Flow. Okay, then also arrived on the same mail day, which was yesterday, the June, both of my June silk clubs from Silks For You. So we've got Colour of the Month and Silk of the Month, and definitely they're coming quicker now that they're going via a bulk mail to Catherine and been forwarded on. So, Colour of the Month, but because to keep postage costs down, they're coming loose now, they're not twisted, which is, they're not as pretty, they're not twisted, but we will take what we can get. So, the Colour of the Month is 4 skeins of 15 metres each from the standard range. I love this one. Oh, so I'll show you them. So we've got more peacock potential this month as well. So we've got these beautiful greens. And this one is PR143. So these ones you can get from their range, and I love that. PR143. PR11. So that's it's not very much variegation in that one there. I feel like I have PR11 already, but I'm not sure. PR137, that's what I'm stitching. This is what I'm stitching Arcade with. This looks And the fourth one is PR010. So again, this is a little bit more variegation. This one's sort of a bluer green, and that one's a more sagey green, olivey green. So that was the colour of the month for June. And then we got silks of the month for June, which these are 10 metre skeins that are in a colour family, and they are not generally available. They are dyed for the club, so 5 shades of green. They're just numbered 1 through 5. And look at that. Aren't they lovely? So very excited to get all that in the mail. That was yesterday. So that is everything I've bought. And it's quite a lot. Although, again, charts were half price, most of them half price or on sale. I got home Thursday? I don't remember. I think it was Thursday. And I checked the front porch I just checked the front porch. And there was a box on the front porch that I wasn't expecting. And the lovely Gail sent me some things from her stash. I think we share quite a bit. She writes to me and yeah, she just sent me some things that she isn't going to be using, I guess, and a lovely card. She bought me a couple of coffees, so if anyone wants to buy me a coffee, there's a link down below to help, cover postage costs and me making these videos, really, because I can show you things, but yeah, no obligation, but thank you if you do. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm just going to take a little break. I'm going to get myself sorted, and I'll come back and I'll show you the things that she sent me, and I was overwhelmed. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so just a note, there's a lot to show you, and please don't. I hope this. I just want to share because there's some lovely things here, and you're going to see them popping up in the future. And it'll be like, where did you get that from? It's that thing that you can't buy anymore. So I just want to note, this is not like, please don't take this as me bragging or anything. I feel a bit weird anyway, but I just want to share these lovely things, because that's part of the reason I'm doing this channel, to share things that and the joy of it, really. And I guess I'm really humbled by the fact that Gail sent me these lovely things, and I feel like she's sharing some treasure with me, and she trusts that I'm going to appreciate this gift, but also that I will use these things. Like, I have ideas, and they're not, I'm not acquiring things just to have them. I'm acquiring things, or I have these things so that I can use them and make lovely art and share that with my friends and with the community. So yeah, it's really humbling that she would be she chose me to send some of these things to, now that circumstances are that she's not going to use them. So thank you, Gail, again. I hope you got my email. Yeah, let's just show you. First of all, she sent me a beautiful card, which I won't read you the little message, but it's, yeah, you're the coolest, and just that says, thanks from your biggest fan, which is like so cute. I love it. So thank you. So we open up this bag, this box, and first up, on top was a big Ziploc bag of a whole lot of, I'm guessing mostly DMC. I haven't gone through. There's some vintage labels in there though, so some of this is yeah, probably a few years old. But yeah, just a whole lot of DMC. There's quite a bit of black and crew in there, which is kind of cool. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, so it's like, wow, hold on, DMC, that's pretty cool. She's included a lovely project bag set from Joyful Stitching. So the bag and a little matching pouch with a Christmassy, wintry general store theme, and it's quilted as well. It's quilted in vertically. And in this one, there's a couple of little skeins of ecru DMC as well, so more ecru. I'll have to have a project for ecru, I think. There was a big ass piece of linen, like a denim linen. I think it's a 28 count. So it's big enough to stitch something massive on. So, and I love the colour, and I love linen, and I haven't really got a lot of 28 count, so I'm going to have to think up some cool project or projects to go on that. There were a couple of little treasures in there. So Gail makes bobbin lace, and I'm guessing this is a lace bobbin, which is very cute, so that'll go into a shelf as a little treasure. And a floss organizer, lovely thick for a project, quite cool. So then under all that, there's this little bag, a little pouch, and in it is a whole heap of silk. Most of it is spools of silken colours. Most of them have still got labels on them. So we've got various, that one doesn't have a label on it, but you know, it's a orangey one. Okay, half of them have got labels on them. So I don't know about these, did they come on these plastic things? I don't really know. So there's some, I don't know what I'm going to do, whether I'll open these up and put them onto cards. I don't know that I want to, I don't know, I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful silk, and these fantastic colours, and you know, some have been used more than others, but other one's got only a little bit left. But some of them look like they're pretty full. And then there were a couple of ones just still on cards. And a couple of other random brands. There was some two bell soie. Yeah, two bell soie. Feels so nice. Bell soie is so soft. It's a little fluffy, but it's so soft. And then a couple of Kreinik. This one is Silk Mori. And this one is Kreinik Soie d'Argent. And that's the silk, I think. Then there's a whole lot of sparkly stuff. So a wee bag of Rainbow Gallery, what's it called? Gold Rush XS, which I'd never even heard of. So it's a thicker metallic. So very unlike your petite treasure braid, it's very unpetite treasure braid. Recommended for 10 to 16 count Aida, or needlepoint 18 to 22 count. So I'm guessing you can't split it. No, you can't split it. Yeah, it's interesting, and just some of the lovely colours. So and then 3 little baggies of mostly Kreinik metallics. There are a few odds and sods in there. Oh, that one is acrylic. It's just a big ass. Oh, it's a number 16 braid. I don't know what that one is. This one is. Oh, it's a sulky metallic. They're all. I don't know what that one is. And so that's pretty cool. I love this. This is a Gutermann, just a Gutermann metallic, and a multicolour. It's very pretty. This little, it's made in Japan. It's Kanagawa Yarn Loft International. I don't know what it is. Very fine. It says 601, 100 metres, and it's this little tiny spool of a fine metallic thread. It's a challenge. And then a couple of DMC metallics, like light effects, and then 3 little cards of rainbow blending thread. On some, I think they kind of, like they've got a bit of age to them. Aren't they beautiful? Lovely and soft. It feels very different to acrylic. It's not, yeah, it's really different. Feels very different. I need a glass of water. And then there was this box. Some of that was in here, but in here is all silk on spools. So there is up here, these are Oversoir 103, and down here is Gutermann silk thread, these ones. And then there's a little spool of Oversoir 130 too, which I guess is, and it's ecru, slightly thinner, I think, yeah. Interesting. So yeah, very, very, very cool. And then another box which had in it a whole lot of, what's they called? Mostly 20-yard skeins of, what's it called? Necessities? Is it needle, just necessities? Necessities ink? I think this is not available anymore, but I've got these beautiful skeins of cotton, many of them still in their wrappers. Oh, look at that one. Some of them just, it's very soft. You get the green in there, buttery yellow, pretty peacocky colour. I've got 2 of this colour. That's pretty cool having 2 skeins. I haven't actually checked whether there are any doubles of anything, but it looks like there might be. Oh, a couple of these have a matching DMC tied on with them, or a complementary DMC. This one does. That's pretty. What's that one? 1, 3, 4. Just love the, yeah. There's nothing in this box that isn't beautiful. Is it the same? What's that one? No, different. So yeah, I've never used any of this before, but the fact that they're 20 yards is you know, you get so much more coverage, right? This one, I don't know if I showed that already. And this one is just separated from its, I guess it doesn't really matter what the colour is because you can't get them anymore. But anyway, so that is my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Happy Mail gift from my subscriber. And I am very, very thankful. Yeah, it's a lot. And I'm just going to enjoy these things. You can be sure that you'll start seeing some of these things appearing in projects in the future. Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed. So yeah, that's a long video today, and I had a lot to show, and I feel very, I don't know, weird, but anyway, it is what it is. So now I can put all these things away. I've taken a couple of photos, so I've got a memory of what came through, but yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to take a little bit out. This video is going to be really long and take ages to upload, so I'm really sorry in advance, but some of you like long videos. I don't know. More power to you. I don't mind long videos either when I'm sitting stitching because, you know, nice having someone talking to you. Okay, everybody take care, and this time next week we'll know if Dad made it to Australia or not. As always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.